Good evening, welcome to the RECAPS Blogs and Reviews channel. We are going to be doing some Netflix recommendations and reviews here for you today, and hopefully every day after this. We are going to start off with Afterlife, which is the new From the Mind of Ricky Gervais film. So, we start this series with an emotional message from a clearly ill woman in a hospital speaking to Tony, her husband, played by Ricky Gervais. She's telling him she's left a guide for him to survive life without her, because apparently according to her he is absolutely useless even though he is lovely. The choice for Lovely Day is the opening music as Tony gets washed and ready for the day ahead. I think is a great choice in music considering what follows, which is a funny yet heart-wrenching scene with Tony offering his dog a choice of beans or vegetable curry for breakfast. We join Tony and his dog at the grave, which we now find out is Lisa, which we have now come to realise is Tony's wife who is talking to him in the laptop. Sandy is now being given her first day welcome interview where we find out Tony's wife died from cancer and we find out Tony is suicidal. It's a lot of familiar faces from a lot of Ricky Gervais's work here, so a lot of people from Extras, The Office and also Life on the Road, which is also going to be on the review show soon. A lot of these familiar faces are popping up on this show, so if you're a Ricky Gervais fan and you follow this work, make sure you keep an eye out for the faces you may recognise. So we continue here. Tony arrives in work and has already offended a shopkeeper and now begins by calling his colleague boring. And as his boss is talking to him about this incident, Tony is basically telling them he will be rude to whoever he likes, as no one will do anything about it, and if it becomes too much, he will simply kill himself. He calls this his superpower. His boss expresses his displeasure at this and also the fact that he fears that if he doesn't keep Tony happy, that Tony will kill himself. Tony is a troubling character early on in this episode. If I knew this person personally, I'd be quite terrified for their safety. As we go along in this episode, we find out just how dull and mundane Tony's job is as a local journalist which works in a free newspaper. We find out just how boring and mundane the paper is too, as Ricky Gervais and his colleague meet a man who has sent the same birthday card 5 times in the same day. But this man does share the same tragedy as Tony, which brings us back to the somber reality of Tony's situation. This followed by my favourite scene so far, which is when the young lads attempt to take money from Tony as he stands his ground, fearless, unafraid of death, saying he doesn't care about anything anymore, and the young man demanding money gets a tin of dog food to the face for his troubles. Karma, and I just love the scene. I think it's really powerful the way that he just deals with the situation the way that he does. Tony returns home for the finale of this episode, feeding his hungry pet and returning to the bottle, as his deceased wife continues to talk to him from the laptop, and she shares a memory of them laughing at home together. This series is due to be a tearjerker, and if not already, and I'm already hooked on episode 1. I can't wait for tomorrow's viewing. Join us then for Netflix recommends and reviews on recaps, blogs and reviews. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. This is the first time I've done this, so please bear with me with any teething issues, and we will get better as time goes along. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the Facebook page and the Instagram. This is Recaps, Blogs and Reviews signing out.